Hello and welcome to the Cryptocurrency News channel. Talk about Vechain again, and yes, the price has gone up today, but that's in line with just about everything else. But since Bitcoin's actually surpassed its all-time high, once it's able to sustain that price and do some price discovery, I believe Vechain will go up just like the rest of the market. Hopefully it can go up a lot. But anyways, it was featured in San Marino's 2030 Sustainable Development Agenda, and it's hosted on the UN website for their national decarbonization project. Now, some of you might be like, "Oh, national decarbonization project," you know, and you can see VeChain right here, ongoing initiatives. This is San Marino's like decarbonization project. A strategic tool in the field of energy saving could be the so-called low carbon ecosystem, which was jointly developed by companies DNVGL and VeChain and approved by the Republic of San Marino. So San Marino is using VeChain to decarbonize. We know that VeChain and San Marino were partnered. We just didn't exactly know the extent of the partnership. They were thinking about a CBDC and, of course, decarbonization. But now they've implemented VeChain in their decarbonization. Now, a national project might actually sound big, but let's not get too carried away because we have to remember that San Marino is a very, very small country. It is a city-state, and it's a fairly small city-state. It is in Italy, so I'm hoping San Marino will be a blueprint for what Italy is going to do, and Italy will actually adopt VeChain for decarbonization, which would be really, really huge. So obviously, San Marino is 61.2 kilometers squared, or 23.6 square miles, a population of only 33,600, and a density of 520 per square kilometer squared, which is really dense, but city states, they're all like that. The GDP, it was only 2.09 billion, and that ranks 175th, which honestly isn't too bad considering they only have 33,000 people. So the per capita income was 44,947. So that's actually fairly high. They're like a fairly rich country that's really, really, really small. But hopefully it can be a blueprint for a lot more of Europe. So VeChain is featured in San Marino's 2030. Expect more and bigger countries to follow from VeChain Insider. That's not the official VeChain site, but this document that I'm showing right now is actually hosted at un.org. So that is an official document from the UN. So what does this mean? It means at least one small city-state might be a pilot for like a larger European country to actually adopt VeChain. I'm hoping that it's a pilot for a larger European country to adopt VeChain. That could definitely be the case. Hopefully it's not just restricted to San Marino, but at the least we know that San Marino is all in on VeChain because they're actually thinking about creating like their CBDC on VeChain blockchain, even though it's only 33,000 people. And they've already done their decarbonization on VeChain blockchain. There's probably a lot more functions of that city state that will actually be on VeChain blockchain. And maybe like Italy, maybe some of the other European powers will actually see what the technology that VeChain brings can actually do for San Marino, and they will be interested too. We know that they have inroads in Italy. Sonny Liu has met before with the Italian prime minister for a couple of trade things. And of course, they are tracking some Italian wines. So there's definitely inroads there. And San Marino is actually landlocked and surrounded by Italy itself. So maybe they're actually watching from distance. If Italy actually announces they're using VeChain for their decarbonization, that's a much bigger deal. And that will have influence over the other European countries as well. So in projects like this, VeChain is much, much ahead of the competition. So people might want to jump on the blockchain just because it's available right now. They know it works after this pilot with San Marino. And they'll actually want in on the action because decarbonization is going to be very, very big in the future. Like decarbonization, going free, gas emissions, tracking that stuff is going to be very important in the future. And every single country is going to want to do it. So if they can do it for 33,000 people, they might expand it to a couple million people next. Obviously, this is going to burn VETHO, and that actually gives VeChain's price utility. So you'll see utility with decarbonization start pretty much right now. Now, obviously, with San Marino, there's not going to be too many transactions because it's a very small country. But eventually, hopefully this grows outside of San Marino, and they're just using this as a template blueprint for more countries. If you actually want more information, I will link you to the UN document. And they're encouraging basically the following areas: promoting private electric mobility, encouraging innovative mobility solutions like car sharing using public transport, consumption, photovoltaic installation, proper waste recycling, and management. So it's like this whole sustainability and going green stuff. It's going to be really big in Europe, probably really big in Asia as well. We know that VeChain has inroads into China. Now it has probably inroads into Italy. So maybe like Asia and Europe are really where they're going to grow. And eventually, hopefully, they can actually come to North America. So that is the news for today. Let me know what you think. Like and subscribe and hit that bell notifications button. Thank you and have a nice day.